What's up everyone? First of all, Happy New Year! This is officially the first video of 2025 here on the channel, and honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I hope that this year is already shaping up to be everything that you dreamed of and everything that you expect from this, quite literally, new beginning, a new year of life. Now, this video, I wanted to just sit down and have a little bit of a conversation with you guys, so it's gonna be a little bit of more of a personal video, I would say. And I just kind of needed to sit down and look back at my previous year, the things that have been going on. It is an understatement to say that 2024 was a whirlwind for me. And I think that it's always healthy to sit down and just reflect on where I've been, how far I've come, and where I want to go next, right? This year, 2025, will mark the 5th anniversary of me here on YouTube, at least on this particular channel. I don't know if you guys can believe that, but I'm still pinching myself. 4 of those 5 years, I've been making pageant content here on the channel. And when I think about it, honestly, I am just filled with awe. I think there's a little bit of disbelief in there, a little bit of denial as well. And to be honest, I still cannot believe and process how fast things have been happening for me. Of course, none of it would have been possible without your love and your unconditional support since day one. So before we go even further, thank you for that. But as I said, before we move forward, let me look back at where I come from. 2024 was just wow, truly my best year yet. And to be honest, that's saying something, because in 2023, I got to travel internationally for the very first time for a couple of pageant events, compete in a pageant myself, and even host a national competition here in the Philippines. It felt like a fever dream, but 2024 honestly was just next level. I traveled even more. I got to judge international pageants. I hosted on even bigger stages. And for the very first time, I got deeply involved behind the scenes, spending a whole month in Nepal, working with the delegates of Miss Universe Nepal 2024, and just assisting with the overall competition was just an experience that I never thought that I would actually have. And the craziest part is that that wasn't even the end of it. I got to later on produce my very first show in South Africa. That's right, I was the executive producer of Miss Universe 2024. Can you believe it? I'm still quite literally in denial even up until this day. And quite frankly, as incredible as all of these experiences were, they didn't come without a challenge, right? A challenge that I very rarely, or I would say almost never, show on social media, because I love my job. I just love what I do. And just like in any other job, challenges are expected. I do get a lot of messages of people kind of idealizing my life and the things that I get to do. And honestly, I get it, because even myself, I idealize my life a lot. But to say that it is perfect, it's actually far away from it. You know, being away from home takes a little bit of a toll on you, if I'm being honest. I miss my family quite a lot. I miss my partner. I miss my friends. I miss, you know, just the little daily things that you get to experience in life. And while I do love my job, okay, my dream job, quite literally, it did affect me a little bit in 2024. I cannot lie to you, both mentally and physically. Mentally, I struggled a lot this year with anxiety and just kind of putting myself in the right mindset to be creative and to just always bring the best of me, not only in front of the camera, but also wherever I am needed in whatever aspect of what I do. I know that a lot of people don't really understand sometimes what I do fully, but there is a lot more going on than what you guys only see on camera. I realize that it's very hard for me to be creative or productive whenever I am down, so I need to find systems to really uplift me and make sure that I'm always in the best possible mindset. On the physical part of it, I feel like for most of 2024, my weight yo-yoed throughout the entire year. And without a routine, it was actually very hard to care for myself the way that I should. I know that a lot of you guys noted that after Miss Universe, I just came back to the Philippines and I decided to take December completely off from creating content. However, I only did that for a while, because let's be real, I'm a workaholic. I'm really someone who is passionate about what I do. It doesn't feel so much as a job most of the time. So I still posted a few videos here and there in December, a couple of shorts, but I did realize that something needs to change at some point. There has to be a little bit more balance in my life. Stepping into 2025, being this the very first video on the channel of the year, I really want to be a lot more intentional with my life, my decisions, the jobs that I do take, the people that I work with, and of course, the spaces that I also enter in. I really want to be able to collaborate with, organizations that value and align with my vision, and that I also believe in their values and where they want to go, what they want to accomplish. And yes, I am still open to new projects. I'm not saying that I'm not willing to work and collaborate. I'm saying I'm just being a little bit more selective, a little bit more intentional. But if you want to work with me, reach out. The email is here and you can find it on my about section as well. So go ahead and reach out if you want to work. To be honest, I also want to go back a little bit on my roots, right? I started and I became the person that I am today, and I've been able to reach this point because of my YouTube channel and where I started making contents right here with you guys. My plan is just to be a bit more present in 2025. That means honestly a lot more content, and just being more protective of this community, because sometimes I do feel like whenever I am away taking care of certain jobs, which might or might not be so fulfilling, I am sometimes to a certain extent neglecting this community. Finding the perfect balance for both will just be ideal. This brings me to another topic, and that is blogging. I want to make more vlogs. I used to make them back in the day here on the channel, and honestly, I don't even know why I stopped doing it. I actually do miss it quite a lot. I currently live in the Philippines, my dream country. I just hoped and wished to be here for so long, and now that I am here, I feel like it's very sad that I don't post as much about my life and what I'm doing, and I just want to go back to documenting that daily life. Every single time that I made a vlog, whether it worked or not, whether it got one view or it went viral, I always look back at those vlogs and I can relive my experiences. So I want to go back to documenting my life in those ways. I do understand that most people on this channel did not subscribe to me for vlogging content, and that is why I have created a separate vlogging channel. So you guys can go and check it out, subscribe to it. There is content coming on this channel very, very soon. To be honest, I'm still debating to a certain extent what type of vlogs I would like to post here on this channel, what type of vlogs will go on the other channel, and just how I'm gonna mix it all. This channel is most definitely for pageantry and reactions and all those things. Most likely the everyday relatable personal content will go on the vlogging channel. A part of me really wants to just post the vlogs here, because we already have an ongoing community, but I also want to give those vlogs the best possible chance of reaching the right audience. So I don't want to shove it down your throats if it's not really what you're here for. So I don't know, maybe you guys can give me some clarity on this. Would you like to see the vlogs here on the channel, or is it a better idea to just put them in a different channel where those who are actually interested can go and find them? Let me know. I'll read you down below in the comment section. So go ahead, link down below, subscribe to it. All right, so talking about blogging and my life here in the Philippines, another one of my goals for 2025 is exploring a little bit more of the Philippines. As I said earlier, this is my dream country. I wanted to be here for so long, and it's a little bit weird to say this, but I've been so blessed with so many opportunities this year that life has been so busy. I really didn't have much time to explore different parts of the Philippines, different cities, different provinces. I have actually been traveling mostly abroad for work, and then whenever I have free time, that's when I get to come home, and usually I just want to rest. So I just stay home for a couple of weeks and then I travel abroad once again for work. This year, I would love to change that, and I got to experience a little bit more of the amazing things that this country has to offer, and share all of those things with you guys, because I know that a lot of you also not only just live in the Philippines but also abroad and want to know more about this country. Maybe some of that will end up here, maybe some of it on the vlogging channel, so go ahead and subscribe now. This year, I really want to take time to launch a project that I've been thinking about, that I've been working on, and that I'm very excited to share with all of you guys, and that is a business. I want to start my very first business. I cannot say anything about it so far because, of course, we want to come out with facts and, factual things that I can actually share and explain, but I can tell you this, it's about something that a lot of people ask me about all the time, and I am very excited about it. It's outside of pageantry, because as much as pageant is life, we like to say that, pageantry is also not just real life. And I want to have a life outside of YouTube while being on YouTube. So I think that going into another creative venture within the form of a business is something that I'm really looking forward to. And hopefully you guys will be on board for that. I am personally, as I said, super excited to tell you more about it in the upcoming months. A little bit more on a personal level. In 2025, I really want to reconnect a little bit more with my family. You know, sometimes when you're chasing your dreams at such a fast pace, remember, I only started this channel 4-ish years ago. 2025 will be the 5th year, and the growth has just been exponential. The opportunities, I never even thought of them. So sometimes when you're going so fast, it's easy to lose sight of the things that really matter. And to me, family is one of those things. So I'm very excited and very happy to say that this month, in January, I will be hosting an international pageant here in the Philippines. More details about coming that soon. But after that, I will fly back to Canada, and then I will fly to Cuba. It's only for a couple of weeks, but I will get to see my family. Most of my mom's side of the family lives in Cuba. My dad's side of the family lives in Canada. So I will get to spend some time with them. And honestly, talking about family, I also have my chosen family here in the Philippines as well. So I'm just happy to start the year with that little bit of balance. And that's something that I hope to keep going on for the remaining part of 2025 and upcoming years as well. Hopefully the next 12 months and even the years to follow will be about stepping outside of the box a little bit. And let me tell you, I realized that for a very long time, I've been a little bit harsh on myself. I put so many boundaries. I constructed this image that I should live up to, maybe through pageantry, maybe through being like a public internet person. I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes when I go out on the street, people recognize me and approach me, and I always want to be seen and perceived in a certain way, which is great to have a specific image, but it's also a little bit restricting for me on a personal level. There are so many things about me and my life that I would like to just show and put out there that for the longest time I've just been putting it under the rug. No more in 2025. Maybe that is starting with the new haircut or whatever, whether people love it or not. It's fine, because it's all about just trying new things and embracing life. Sometimes you're gonna love what you're doing and where you are, and sometimes you're not gonna love it. Who knows? Maybe next time I upload a video on this channel, I'm gonna be a blonde. Maybe not, but that's the beauty of it, right? You just embrace the unexpected. All right, so let's not beat around the bush anymore. That's the plan for 2025. Honestly, it's just going to be a mix of old favorites and exciting new things. This year, I want to be a lot more present, more authentic. I want to bring you along with me for the journey, whether it is here on this channel with the pageant blogs and whatnot, or simply on my personal life with the blogging channel. So go ahead and check it out. I truly miss just sharing those moments. As I said, I'm going to take a leap of faith with my business and just the idea of continuing growing with this community that we have all built together. It just allows me to start the year in such a fulfilling and positive mood. So thank you for being here, for supporting me, for growing with me, and let's make this year count. Let's make it our best thus far. All right, love you all, mwah, and cheers to 2025.